Hey guys, TNT Moto here. All right, so it's time to give you guys another update. I was hoping to have the shop totally complete by now. Turns out that didn't work out that way. There's way more to do than what I thought. Been living in the new house now for a month and we're still unpacking things. Right now I'm kind of sharing my shop with my wife. She's got some furniture stuff that she does and some crafting that she does. So it's kind of like about 50-50 in there right now, and not quite enough room to be able to get back working on the 490. So right now I'm just going to go out for a rip on my 125 out here at Tamahai. I'm not going to do any video on this ride. It's got to be fairly quick because I got to get back to the house. I got a ton of stuff to do. But when we get back to the house, I'm going to do a quick little video and show you guys where I'm at with the shop and how close it is, and some of the things that I've been able to acquire by camping on Craigslist, Marketplace, and some bidding war sites that I've been on over the last 2 weeks that I've been on vacation. I've got some pretty amazing deals on some storage equipment to make my life a lot easier in the shop. All right, so I'm gonna go take a rip and then we'll come back and have a look at the shop. All right guys, so I'm back from my ride. Actually, I've been back from my ride for quite a while, but I had to help the wife out with a few things. So it's time for the sneak peek on the shop and where it is right now. It's still got a ways to go, but it's evolving fairly quick. I was hoping to have everything up and running during this 2 weeks that I had off, but there's just so much when you buy your own house, and we had a lot of stuff that we had to deal with before we got in here. I mean, we only bought this place, gosh, I think it was 2 months ago. You know, we made the offer in June, we got it, took ownership at the end of July, and here we are, we're in the house. So just going to take a step back real quick for anyone that's just watching this video and hasn't watched any previous ones. Got evicted, had to find a place to live, nowhere to live in Abbotsford. Rent was just totally out to lunch from what we were paying before. Houses, the prices were just out to lunch, so we wound up having to move out to Chilliwack, where we bought a very beautiful home for a very reasonable price. My commute is an extra 20 minutes to a half an hour both ways, but my quality of life has made a major step up. All right, so let's get right to it and show you where I am with the shop and talk a little bit about how I got some of the things that I've got in here. All right guys, here it is. So as I explained before, I'm currently sharing the garage, basically 50-50. If you have a look at where this line is, oh, maybe a little bit less than 50-50. But these projects here down the middle of that are things that my wife does and that I help her out with. She restores older furniture and then turns around and makes a little bit of money off of it. And then she's got all kinds of other crafty projects that she does as well. She's got her own craft room upstairs in the house. And then we've still got shelves of boxed up stuff that we have to go through. And most of these containers are full of Christmas ornaments and things like that. And then there's some other things that we have to sell. Basically, the idea will be to turn 2 of these shelves sideways, and that will be the limit to how much stuff we actually store in the garage. Okay. So going over to this side, you guys are definitely starting to see, if you've watched my videos in the past, some new storage units, some new toolboxes. So when we left the other residence, we had put about $5,200 worth of work, and well, not work, pardon me, $5,200 worth of materials into the townhouse that we left. And if you go back and watch my previous video, I show you what it's like in there, or do I? Maybe, I don't know if I did an internal view of that place or not, but I talk about it. Basically, in the end, the landlord arguably gave me $2,500 cash, and we got a couple of months free rent, which was only $1,000 a month. So now you guys know that I had $2,500 worth of money brought back to me, which me and the wife kind of shared in getting stuff for the new house. The other thing is I did a bunch of concrete work in the backyard, I sold all of those bricks that were in the backyard as well as a bunch of other stuff. So that gave me a whole bunch more money to be able to buy some new pieces for the shop. So I got rid of my big stainless steel toolbox that I used to have. I don't know if I ever showed you guys that, but it was a big one that I got from an auction sale, and I managed to sell it for pretty much what I paid for it. And with that money, I was able to go out and buy this unit right here. This unit I bought brand new. I got it from Canadian Tire. It's very nice. It's on wheels, rolls around, which is what I need to be able to drag this outside or all around here in the garage once I get this all cleaned out. That way I'm not running back over to a toolbox to grab my tools. The quality of workmanship is not too bad. It's got the double sliders on the side, and the metal, I'm not sure exactly what gauge it is, but it's pretty thick. And then I can't open it up right now because I got my sandblast box on it, but this part opens, and then in this area is full of all my sockets and tools and stuff. So in the back we have my old bench, which I had out in my backyard with all the red paint that was flaking off. I've kept it. If I can't find what I'm looking for, the plan is to basically strip all the paint off of it and take a wire brush on a grinder and just wire brush the whole thing and then spray it with clear. I think it'll look pretty good, and it'll probably wind up in the paint room, which I'll show you where that's going to be a little bit later. Okay, so the vise, my wife managed to pick that up for me off of Marketplace for 20 bucks. That was a great deal. That's my old compressor that I had out back. Okay, so here's a new addition. This cabinet here, I probably overpaid a little bit for it because it's got a little bit of damage in it, or on it, but altogether it's still solid. I got it mounted up on the wall there. It contains a bunch of my cleaning stuff, Scotch-Brite pads, masks, and wire brushes, and sandpaper. I really haven't organized everything really well in the shop. Everything's just kind of thrown into cabinets wherever, and then I think later on down the road stuff will be moving. This sandblast box will definitely not be there. It's going to be on something else, maybe another movable cart, and I'll probably turn it into a bead blast box. And the reason for that is I will show you in a bit something else that I got. So there's my drill press that used to be hiding in the little shed out back. We got the wheel truer right there. We got the engine stand over there. And here's a couple of new ones. So I drove all the way into Vancouver yesterday. I picked these up. These were a good deal. These were $100 each, which is what I paid for Mr. Denty over there. And they're in awesome condition. I think I can see one little dent in the camera, but other than that, they're in great shape. So let's just take a walk over there and have a look at what I'm storing up in here. So this side is motorcycle stuff. So we've got spare tubes, we got some books, we got these are all of my carb jets, we've got an extra bolt kit, some packing for silencer, all kinds of different plugs. Now here's my powder coating stuff, and then we got something else back there that I'm going to talk to you guys about at another time, hopefully really soon. And over here is actually household stuff, which eventually will have to go because this is supposed to be for my motorcycles, not for my household stuff. But right now I have no choice. I have to store it in there. All right, so this cabinet right here, 36-inch Mastercraft cabinet. I actually bought this brand new. It was on sale at Canadian Tire for a great price. So I had to pick it up because I needed the storage, as you can see. I mean, look at how much stuff I've got in there. So just on the top, we've got a bunch of our lubricants, solvents, and we got our Maxima SC1 back there. I got some Maxima chain lube out in the truck. We got engine ice, Down here we go to a bunch of cleaners and polishers. Down here we go to oils. We got 2-stroke Maxima oil over there, brake fluids, grease, engine oil. Down here we get to my ultrasonic cleaner. We got some Bondo in there, which is car stuff. That'll go eventually. We got a crock pot over there for cleaning. Then we get down to my plating stuff down there. And I've also got a belt sander. Now the belt sander I use for doing swing arms actually. And it does a great job of giving that polish look. Okay, so now we get to this one. This bench here was $7.99 at Canadian Tire. I've been, like I said, I've been camping on Bidding Wars, Marketplace, and Craigslist. And I woke up one morning, I'm drinking my coffee, and this thing pops up on Craigslist for $399. It is like brand spanking new. And I contacted the people. I didn't get a reply. I contacted them again, and finally they replied and said that it was basically spoken for. And I said, you know what? Like, I live in Chilliwack. I'm like 20 minutes away from you. I'll come right now and give you the cash. They messaged me back and said, come and get it. So I went there and picked it up. I don't think this, well, actually, I know this never had tools in it. I'm not sure what it had in it, but I think it might have had pet food in it. And that's it. Nothing else. It's like brand new. So I'm pretty excited about that. Now we will make a little bit of a turn here. So just the other day, I made myself a fishing rod holder. I do like fishing for salmon in the rivers around here. So I had to make a holder for my rods because they were just kind of lying all over the place. And then we get to my desk. So here's another item that I picked up brand new from Canadian Tire. I picked up this desk. It's kind of funny. They pop up all the time now on Marketplace, but the price that I paid for it, it was on sale. So it was a great deal anyway. They don't come up for much less than what I paid for it. I also have my own computer out here now. This is my wife's old computer from upstairs that I used to use. I upgraded her, my son upgraded, so he sold me his stuff. Motherboard and processor at a good deal, and I was able to upgrade my wife's computer, so now I have my own computer. Now, what my own computer means is that I will now be getting my own personal email for TNT Moto, and you will be able to contact me through email. I know a lot of you guys out there don't have Facebook, which I use a lot of time, but I know other people don't have it. They have no interest in getting on it, and they want to be able to contact me. So I will be hooking up a personal email to this, a TNT Moto email, and then you guys will be able to get a hold of me that way, because I don't check my Gmail often enough, and I'm going to have to start to do that. So then through a shelf up, this is where I keep all my riding gear. Got a couple of spaces up there that I haven't got an idea what I'm going to do yet. Maybe some banners or something, I'm not sure. And then this stand right here is the YZ490. Everything on this stand is the YZ490. Except for that chainsaw, and that will be something else that you guys might be interested in later on in the year. So that's it, guys. That is the new shop. Now we're going to take a step into my backyard, and I'm going to show you what's going on. Actually, we'll just take a quick view over here. So there's a cement slab right here. It's a little bit longer, probably about 25 by 16, but the flat portion is 16 by 16. Going to be building my wife her own shop right here for her crafting, so that I can get the rest of my garage back. Going to put a 16 by 16 shop matching our house up there. Let's take a little walk into the backyard and show you what I've kind of got set up for right now. We got a little bit of mess going on here, stuff I got to take to the dump. And then we've got a project right there for next year. I can't wait to tell you guys about that as we get closer to the end of the YZ490. Now, this right here, this is my wife's current shop. where she does all of her her furniture restorations and stuff like that. Plus she's got a lot of wood in there that she stores. This used to be her wood storage, this little one over here. This has something else in it. This has a vacuum cleaner unit in it. And the reason for that vacuum unit is what is sitting underneath this tarp. Now, I'm not going to tell you what it is. I'll let you guys guess. I bought this after... Did I buy it after? Yeah, I bought it after we got the house. I knew we were going to have the space, and I'm quite looking forward to using it, although I don't have the room in the shop right now. I want to put it on wheels anyway to be able to move it around. All right, guys, so that's going to wrap up the sneak peek tour of the new shop. Hope you guys are as excited as I am. I can't wait to get started. I got 3 days here that I'm going to be helping my wife out helping my wife get her projects done and get them moved out of the shop, which gives me about another, say, a little bit less than a quarter of the shop back, but enough room that I can move the rack holding all the YZ490 parts and get the stand in there, get the frame mounted, and start piecing this thing together. All right, so if you're new to the channel, please leave some comments, share with your friends, subscribe, and if you're a returning subscriber to the channel, I'm sorry it's taken so long for all this to get ready to get back at the projects. It's been a huge thing in my life to buy a home and get this all going again. So I want to thank you guys for sticking with me and coming back, and I will catch you all next video.